Ofgem to drop its cap on the amount energy supply is able to charge by around £1,000 to a limit of 3,280. That's from the 1st of April. But despite that announcement, we're likely to be paying 20% more on annual bills, about £500 a year, because the government's support for household becomes more limited from April. And with the perhaps end of the £400 energy bill support scheme, the cost for households increasing even more. Let's speak now to Simon Francis, campaigner with the End Fuel Poverty Coalition. And Simon, a lot of people are really confused by this, with the cap coming down and yet the bills going up, thinking, how on earth is this system supposed to work?
Yeah, absolutely. And actually for consumers, the cap that's been announced today is largely irrelevant because bills are capped by the energy's price guarantee that's set by the government and not by Ofgem. What the price cap does is essentially calculate how much the government is subsidising the energy firms by paying them the difference between the Ofgem price cap, which is what they can pay, and the energy price guarantee, which is what we will pay. But as we've mentioned and discussed, what people will see is that their bills will go up from the 1st of April because that energy price guarantee is changing. So at the moment, people are paying on average £2,500, but that is then discounted further through the energy bill support scheme. So the reality is that the average household's bill is around £2,100 a year. So it's going to go up to £3,000 a year. That's a 43% increase. Huge amounts of extra strain being put on people's budgets as we go into April.
And a lot of people contacting us saying, we thought all the wholesale prices were going down and therefore energy was going to get cheaper, and that we keep being told, there's light now at the end of the tunnel. Why is it taking so long for our bills to come down?
But even with wholesale prices coming down, even if, kind of things went back to the normal market, which we predict they will from the 1st of July, people's bills are still going to be over double what they were 2 years ago. So that's a huge amount of money for people to have to try and find. And within the price cap announcement today, there was a lot of little stings in the tail as well. So people who are paying by standard credit will pay more. People who are paying by prepayment meters will pay more than people on direct debit. The standing charges have gone up 10%. So that's the amount that you pay every single day just for being connected to the grid. So if you use no energy at all, your bills are still going to go up by 10% from the 1st of April.
And why is that when they've got the same staff, they've still got the same office structure? People are thinking, well, are we paying for a deluxe service? No, we're not.
Well, this is one of the things that we're trying to get to the bottom of ourselves, because it's quite difficult to understand. That they've called it's because of increased costs of transmission. I mean, I think what it means is that it's because essentially the cost of actually operating a firm is also going up. We've heard about, kind of the running costs of businesses. Well, energy firms are also affected by that too. So that's probably where this is coming from. And that is kind of something, given that the energy firms are making such profits at the moment, is something that we feel the government and indeed the energy firms should reflect on, because it really just shows how broken Britain's energy system really is.